Good afternoon. As I mentioned in a previous video, this 5 of the 6 labs that you'll need to complete for chapters 8, 9, and 10 of the version 6 CCNA3 course use essentially the same physical topology. There are some differences. You don't necessarily have all 3 routers talking to each other in all 3 labs. You have one or more of the virtual PCs excluded in some of these labs, but you can essentially build one topology and then copy it, or rather save it as 3 or 4 other topologies and go from there. So I'm going to walk and talk through this process. So I've got my packet tracer up, I've got my topology up. On another screen, I've got my listing of devices. I'll need 3 1941 routers, each of which needs an HWIC card in it. So I'm going to talk through the process of setting that up. So, and I'm going to try to show you the shortcuts as I do this. So, step 1, I need a router. Boom. And actually, let me zoom in on this just a little bit. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. And this is actually now the first thing I want to do is actually turn it off, because the next thing I want to do, I'm going to need 2 cards, or actually 2 slots. What I need is one of these HWIC WAN cards, and I need to drop it here. I believe that will make this S000. And then I'm going to put a cover on it on the other one, because it's always a good idea to cover every empty slot. You might every once in a while see a computer with some missing cover plates on expansion card slots. That's not really a good idea. The technician who might have either done that, either they did that because they didn't have the faceplate in the first place, or they were under the mistaken impression that leaving those slots open improved the airflow. That will be incorrect. The airflow inside those cases is designed, optimized, with under the assumption that the case is as closed up as it can be. So don't leave open expansion card slots just to help the thing breathe more, because it doesn't work that way. So before I go any farther, let me power this on. Let me flip it over. And I'm going to watch this thing boot for just a minute. I want to make quite certain that I put this card in the right place, because the next thing I'm going to do, if I've got this right, nope. Enter, enable, show IP interface brief. Okay, yes, I have put this in the right place. So now, what I can do now, back to the physical tab. Of course, all that configuration was on the physical tab. I'm going to turn this router off. Actually, I don't actually have to do that. Never mind. Turn it back on, because what I want to do is take this router, put it back in select mode. No, not that. Come on, you. Hold on, just a second. Okay, so I copied it. I basically did edit copy, edit paste. So now the next thing I need to do is change the names of these things. This will be router R2. This will be R1, R3. Make that go away. Now, before I'm going to go any farther, I'm going to save this. Save as. Put this in my documents directory. Let me see. I'm also going to, so there's my base topology. I'm going to keep going with this. So I'm going to go over here to my, well, my DCE end is on S00 on R1, going to S00 on R2, from S00 1, the DCE end is on R2, going down to R3, 0, 1. Now from R3, I go from the DCE end 0, 0 to the DTE end on R1, 0, 0, 1. There we go. There we go. Good. Okay. So that is the base topology. For some topologies, you'll delete this one right here. For other topologies, you'll add some virtual PCs. So let me go ahead and do that. So I need a PC. Put a PC there. Okay. And I mean, okay, I want a PC. Okay. Oh, okay. I got 2 of them. PC 0. Okay. So now I'm going to need to connect these. So I'm going to need Ethernet. Your solid black line is your Ethernet cable. So click there. Go from fast Ethernet 0 to gig 0, 0. Nope, not that. 0, 0. Fast Ethernet to 0, 0. There, okay. I'm going to go ahead and rename these. PCB, PCC, PCA. So there, that is my topology for both lab 8245 and lab 8336. So I'm going to file save as 8245. And I'm also going to file save as 8336. Save. Okay, so I have my base topology, and now I can start modifying it. So, okay, so while I am doing this, you might as well go ahead and create the base for all of these. Okay, let's see. Let me look at the other instructions. Look at, chapter 9. Okay, chapter 9 looks like this. So if I want 9228 first. Okay, 9228 looks like this. So guess what? These, I can go to my delete tool. No. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. There, okay. So this is my physical topology for 9228 and 9229. The only thing that will be now, literally, this loop back 0. There's no reason to put a cloud device on the topology. You can do that, but it's not really necessary. Everything else on this topology is done with loopback addresses. So those will be done in global config, creating new loopback interfaces, then going into interface config mode and doing those. So this is file save as 9228, enter. File save as 9229. Save. Okay, so let's look, so I can minimize those. Let's look at topology 10135. Okay, so okay, not that. Okay, so here we go. So what I can do actually with 10135 is I can take one of my topologies from chapter 8, load it, and modify from there. Let's see. Okay, let's save that. File, open. No. Okay, so I'll take 83. Okay, so here we've got 8346. I can see from the topology diagram that I don't need this guy. Delete. Yes. Fun thing is, if you want to delete something, if you delete an end device, you also delete the cable that it's connected. Okay, so now I have everything I need. I need the full ring of my 3 routers, and I need A and C. So file, save as. Save as 10.1.5. Save. And now, because I'm just a little bit nervous that I accidentally messed up the 8336 that I was working on, I'm going to reopen it. And I did. So what I can do is open, no, 245 instead. Save as 8336 again. Yes. Now, our last topology, because the 10.1.1.3 topology is different, I'm going to have to rebuild a new one. So let me do that right quick. Okay, so the difference here is that all 3 of these routers are in a common multi-access network, which means that they are all talking to a 2960, which I can put, okay, where'd that go? There. Okay, so I can tie them all in, and it doesn't seem to matter where they go, so let's do this real quick. One goes to gig 01 to, let's call that fast Ethernet 1. Let's see, and router 2 goes from gig 00 to fast Ethernet 2. And say router 3 goes from gig 01 to fast Ethernet 3. And that's all you need. So that is our topology, and the rest of this is done with loopbacks. If your cabling is a little bit, yeah, everything looks okay there. So let's call that file, save as OSPF 10.1.1.13. Okay, so here in the space of 10 minutes maybe, I have generated all the topologies I need for the rest of the course, the rest of the labs for this course. The other trick, honestly, is to have a base config for these devices in your back pocket. And I'll discuss that in the next video. You can use that to your advantage. You can do a whole lot of work really quickly. It is not a good idea to bang out all this by hand, step by step, every single time. If they're all going to look the same, just do it once. Drop the configs and go from there. I will talk about that in the next video.